I'm about to say something that will upset a lot of therapists and a lot of relationship coaches too. You can fight me in the comments after this video because I know I'm right. Women constantly come to me and say, Adam, why do I always want avoidant men? Or why do I keep falling for emotionally unavailable men? Or why do I lose attraction when a man is suddenly too available? And usually the answers that they've heard from therapists and relationship coaches are things like this. You're self-sabotaging. You're attracted to toxicity. You're chasing trauma. You need more therapy. Now, sure, sometimes there's a little truth hidden inside those answers. We all do need to make sure we are practicing healthy relationship behaviors. But I think these answers are also missing something important because many of the qualities that women are actually attracted to in avoidant men are not bad qualities at all. In fact, some of them are deeply masculine qualities. And many women are absolutely right to desire them. The problem isn't what they're craving. The problem is where they're looking for it. In this video, I'll show you 4 keys you need to know about avoidant men. Why avoidant men feel so magnetic. Why your attraction makes perfect sense. How childhood patterns shape romantic attraction. And how to find what you're looking for without sacrificing emotional connection. Most women do not wake up hoping to find a man who can't communicate, or a man who disappears for 3 days after an argument, or a man who cannot say, I love you. That's not what they're attracted to. What they're often attracted to are qualities that frequently accompany avoidance. Qualities like independence, confidence, competence, direction, and even emotional steadiness. Finally, the biggest one, self-reliance. Those are attractive qualities, and women are not wrong for wanting them. And many avoidant men possess these qualities. But in avoidant men, these qualities also come with emotional distance, vulnerability problems, intimacy fears, and the big one, difficulty connecting. Women often become convinced then that the entire package must come together, that strength also requires distance, that confidence requires emotional unavailability, that masculinity requires detachment. And this is where many women are making their mistake. Most women are not craving avoidance. They are craving masculine strength. And in an increasingly effeminate world, the men embodying masculine strength most clearly are often avoidant. The next question that I get, though, is why do women feel so attracted to avoidant men? And one of the hardest truths in attachment work is that familiarity often feels like pleasurable chemistry. What feels familiar feels right to us, even when it hurts. In fact, that hurt can be part of the data that makes us feel at home. Psychologist Lindsay Gibson has written extensively about emotionally immature parents and their impact on later adult relationships. In particular, we're looking at the emotionally distant parenting pattern playing out here. Many children grow up desperately wanting connection from a parent who is loving sometimes, present sometimes, and available sometimes, but never consistently. So the child learns, if I just try harder, maybe I will eventually feel closeness. Now, years later, that same emotional pattern appears again in dating. The avoidant man feels familiar, not because he's healthy, but because the nervous system recognizes a familiar childhood game. The game is, if I can finally get this person to choose me, I'll finally feel worthy. Then I'll be safe with them protecting me. The attraction feels like love because it feels familiar. It was how you perceived your parents' version of love. So many women aren't falling in love with avoidant behaviors themselves. Man, I hope he runs away and leaves me crying for a week. No, they're falling in love with a childhood hope that never got fulfilled. And avoidant behaviors remind them of that craving. Now, quick check-in here. Pursuing men who aren't interested in pursuing you in return. Looking for men who are masculine and only finding avoidant men who have those traits. Wishing you could connect to a man who was the fullness of manhood instead of one who runs away when you need him most. If any of this sounds familiar, my team and I have 5 ways we can help you with these attachment challenges. First, the free stuff. My free attachment community, the Secure Circle. Inside there is so much deeper learning on this and other topics. I also have my free attachment quiz to show you which attachment style might be impacting your ability to bond. Now, I do have a paid community, the Secure Circle Plus, with weekly masterclasses with myself, guided role-play trainings and demonstrations from my coaching team, exercises to get you moving instead of just thinking about attachment, working on it, plus instant access to my best video courses on solving attachment issues, all available inside the Secure Circle Plus. Now, something new I'm rolling out is guided training programs with group components targeting specific challenges in attachment. For example, secure femininity, to become the person you've always wanted to be, and then offer that to a partner who's worthy of you. We also have personal coaching for one-on-one help with my certified attachment coaching team. We can help you with your specific, unique circumstances and show you exactly what to do step by step. All of those options and resources are linked below in the description. Please click in there and find the one that works for you, or get in touch with me and my team. We will help you find the next best step for you. No problem. Now, most experts get things very wrong when they work with women who are pursuing a masculine man who happens to be avoidant. Many experts stop at this point and say, see, it's trauma. She's just chasing her childhood issues. See, she's unhealthy. See, stop wanting that. You're bad and wrong for wanting that. Be alone for the next 10 years. And I think that's first of all, an irresponsible answer. But second, it's a very incomplete answer, because the craving underneath the pattern is actually a healthy one. Like I said at the start of this video, most women are searching for safety, strength, reliability, leadership, and then the deep layers of masculinity, which includes protection and commitment. Those are healthy desires. The problem isn't wanting those things. The problem is confusing avoidance with those things just because they can be correlated sometimes. This craving that women are experiencing, honestly, it deserves respect. The desire to bond deeply with a strong man is not pathology. The desire to trust someone is not pathology. The desire to feel chosen is not pathology. And certainly the desire for connection is not pathology. Your longing for deep attachment is not the issue here. It's one of the healthiest things about you. We just need to give you the right version of that longing so it does not accidentally get you hurt. Now, here is the issue with women who do pursue avoidant men, though. Many of them exhibit anxious attachment tendencies in response to his avoidant behaviors. Researchers studying anxious attachment call this process hyperactivation. When connection feels threatened, the nervous system becomes increasingly focused on restoring reassurance and closeness. And the harder the connection feels to get, the more valuable it appears. This is why many women eventually begin confusing difficulty with value, distance with depth, uncertainty with chemistry, and inconsistent intensity with love. None of those connections are true, but they feel true to women who have only experienced the avoidant version of love and masculine strength. Now, the avoidant man who embodies masculine strength also becomes emotionally significant because he remains emotionally unavailable. The relationship becomes exciting because it remains unresolved. The pursuit becomes intoxicating because the reward is inconsistent. The chase becomes stronger than the connection itself. Psychologists call this intermittent reinforcement, a pattern where rewards arrive unpredictably, and nothing creates obsession faster than a reward that arrives unpredictably. So, while seeking healthy, loving, masculine strength, which provides safety and connection, many women mistakenly get sidetracked chasing avoidant men who embody many of these healthy attributes, but create an addiction cycle that catches well-intentioned women. Now, here's the good news. The qualities that you're looking for actually exist in men who are healthy, loving, and emotionally available. You do not have to choose behaviors between strength and intimacy, between confidence and vulnerability, between masculinity and connection, between independence and commitment. Secure men do exist, and sometimes they begin with avoidant attachment. You might be able to take this journey with them as you both become remade secure. Remade secure men often possess the same strengths that women admire in avoidant men, but then they can also communicate, stay present, handle vulnerability, build intimacy, and remain connected through conflict. The avoidance disappears, and the strength remains. The answer here is not lowering your standards. The answer is raising them. requiring transparency and direct communication and emotional availability and personal context, inviting him into a secure relationship, even if you're both still working on yourselves. This is how you bring out the best from avoidant men and still build intimacy. If you have spent years chasing avoidant men, I want you to hear something clearly. You are not crazy. You are not broken, and you are not foolish. Your desire for deep connection is healthy. Your desire for strength is healthy. Your desire for commitment is healthy. What's unhealthy is settling for someone who only offers half of what you're actually looking for. Because the goal never was to find a man who's hard to love. The goal was always to find a man who's strong enough to love you back. You were never craving emotional unavailability. You were craving strength, safety, and connection, all at the same time. And you deserve all three. Now, to the women out there, I want to hear from you. Have you ever found yourself attracted to an avoidant man? What was it that initially drew you to him? Tell me in the comments. And if you're trying to understand avoidant attachment or how to build healthier relationships, join us inside my Secure Circle Plus community. My How to Love an Avoidant Man video course is instantly available to you as part of your membership. That course alone is worth more than the price of the annual subscription. And you'll also receive weekly masterclasses with me, skill demonstrations from my coaches, direct access to my coaching team and support. We are here to help you make your relationships work. The link for that group is in the description below. And if you already know the impact this issue is having in your relationships and you want to take immediate action, I have two ways for you to do that. First is my group training programs designed to walk you through overcoming the most common attachment problems that people face. Second is individual coaching to get targeted assistance on your unique situation and to overcome your challenges with the help of a certified attachment coach. Learn more about both options at the links in the description. And if you'd like to learn more about how to help and rebuild your family, even if you are the only secure person in that family, what I call the Vector of Health Protocol, I just launched a free community deep dive video explaining everything you need to know inside my free Secure Circle community. Come check that out. That free video is available and you can learn more at the Secure Circle link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't just learn about secure attachment, practice it.